Begin to ground your sitting bones. Roll your shoulders back and keep your spine upright. Rest your palms on your knees. Start being in touch with your breath. And start paying attention to your breath without really changing anything or without forcing. Instead, we just allow our breath to flow. So today's practice will be a Yin Yoga practice, which we would say is quite the opposite of our practices the last few days. Our more active or yang practices are targeted for the muscles, whereas today's practice will be more for our connective tissues. So in our practice today, we will try to relax all the muscles as we move through the poses. We will hold each pose for a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes. And we just allow ourselves to approach each pose with patience and with surrender. So in our practice today, we will cultivate the virtue of stillness, stillness of the body, stillness of the breath, and stillness of the mind. And so now we'll begin by moving our hands forward. You can start to remove your blanket and set your pillow aside for now. Try to walk your hands in front of you as you tuck your toes behind you. And then from here, we will simply apply our weight towards the heels, stretching our toes in toe squat. Okay. Now in Yin, we try to move slowly. We don't go too deep, too fast, as we will be staying in the poses longer. We try to gauge what the body is able to do, especially because we do not warm up our muscles. So in the beginning, we might feel less flexible than we would if the muscles were warm, which is okay because we are not targeting the muscles, we are targeting the joints. And so this might be enough for some of us. However, if your body is asking you to go deeper into the posture, you can walk your hands back. You can begin to sink your weight down towards the heels and feel the pressure on the toes. So we start to find our edge. We start to connect to what the body is really able to do. A uniform, gentle pressure is the kind of discomfort that you want to feel in yin. However, if the pain is sharp, if the pain is sudden and sharp, then you would want to leave the posture right away. But a slow and steady discomfort over a certain period of time has its benefits. So in a yin practice, you don't want to be overly comfortable. You still want to challenge yourself, but then you're listening to your body as well. So you find that edge between discomfort and pain. Pain is something that you would want to avoid anyway, but discomfort is something healthy. So you find that edge between discomfort and pain, and you would want to stay in that edge and explore around those edges. And so once you find your edge, begin to stay still in that edge and only moving when the body is asking you to go deeper and to explore farther away from that edge. Now we begin to walk the hands forward. Point our toes back. And then with our hips in line with the knees, you can take your pillow and place it in front of you. We're going to do heart melting pose, which is similar to puppy pose, but this time we won't be engaging our muscles actively. We will just allow the body to take its shape. So from your tabletop, you begin to walk your hands in front. And then maybe set your forehead down onto your mat or onto your pillow. And then maybe set your chest down lower. Again, finding your edge. Finding what makes sense to your body. Finding how you can slow down the movement. And once you're there, finding ways to be still. So initially when you approach the posture, your body might need to make some few adjustments. Allow yourself to do that. And again, find that comfort level that is tolerable for you. Once you find that comfort level, begin finding your edge. We begin to stay still, only moving when we try to go deeper into the posture. And from here, slowly walk the hands back. Begin to sit on your mat and extend the legs forward. And just feel the rebound on your legs. Feel the energy flowing right back to the legs. And then once you're ready, begin to bend your right knee and place the right foot to the inner thigh into a half butterfly. So in Yin, again, we don't really actively engage the muscles. So just allow your legs to rest, if I may. And then take a deep breath in. And then as we breathe out, we begin to walk the hands in front and simply allowing the legs to be and allowing the spine to be. So you're not also actively keeping your spine straight. And so we begin that journey towards the edge. Start to walk your hands in front towards your foot at a pace that is comfortable for you, at a pace that is not so fast, at a pace that honors your body's own limitations. So just as it is important in an active yang practice to listen to your body, in a passive yin practice, we emphasize that as well. All the more because we are staying still. We don't want our mind to completely go blank. We would much prefer to pay attention to the ebbing and flowing of sensations in the body. So as you move towards your edge, begin to pay attention to how the body is feeling. Where do you feel the stretch? Where do you feel the tension? Where do you feel the sensations? Where do they go? What emotions do they trigger? And so you find that as you practice more and more of Yin Yoga, you find that your edge will be farther away from where it was in your previous practice. Again, search your body if you're still holding tension, if you're still activating certain muscles. Start to let that go. Find softness and then find stillness. Now we walk our hands back and take a moment first to feel the rebound on your legs. Feel the energy rush back through your legs. And then once you're ready, you can switch sides, extending the right leg, placing the left foot on the inner thigh. You can begin to walk your hands forward and begin that journey towards the edge. Again, taking your time in deepening the pose. Now from here, begin to walk your hands back, removing yourself from the pose very slowly. Begin to extend both legs in front. Now from here, we're going to be stretching forward into caterpillar. So if you find that your hamstrings are really tight, you can place a pillow underneath your knees. And then you can start there. And once you find that you can go deeper, then you can just remove the pillow after. So from here, again, you would want to work with your breath. to dissolve any blockage. So try to pay attention to the quality of your breath as you go deeper. Work with the length of your breaths. And if your muscles are involuntarily contracting, then you can work with doing longer exhales, perhaps. Now begin to notice where your mind goes when it's being challenged to stay still. And slowly begin to walk the hands back. And again, feel the rebound, feel the sensation coming back to your legs. And now from here, we will open our feet as wide as we can. And then from here, we begin to bend the right knee towards the right thigh. So only the left leg is now extended. And then we start to walk our hands towards the left foot. I'm feeling a different sensation now. So, again, we want to emphasize the relaxation of the muscles. The moment your muscles begin to contract involuntarily, stay within that and use your breath to manage that contraction. If you have a block beside you or a pillow, you can also place that underneath your knee to help you go deep into the posture. And now, from where you are, begin to walk your hands back, coming back to the center. And just feel the sensation coming back to your legs as you extend your right leg to the side. Now, when you're ready, begin to bend the left knee, placing the left foot to the inner thigh. And then you can place a block or a pillow underneath your knee for support, if only if you need it. If you don't need it, it's fine. And then once you're ready, you begin to walk your hands towards the right foot, finding your edge in this pose. Only going as deep as the body allows you without forcing anything. Finding that edge, playing around that edge. Now, this is really a great opportunity for us to be mindful, to practice mindfulness, to focus our awareness on the sensations that we feel in the body rather than indulging in our thoughts. And the moment we find ourselves distracted by thought, we just simply gently allow our thoughts to come back to the body. Along with the sensations, we try to pay attention to what emotions these poses elicit. And then begin to walk your hands back. And slowly come back to the center. Start to extend both legs to the sides. And then from here, begin to bring the soles of your feet together in front of you. Now, for some, this might already be challenging, and this may already be the edge. So feel free to stay here. Otherwise, if you want to go deeper into the posture, begin to send your chest forward. Maybe even sending your forehead down towards the soles of your feet. And just allowing yourself to find that edge. Remember to go slow. So poses that release the tissues around the hips often tend to elicit certain emotional responses. So I would encourage you to pay attention to these emotional responses. It is often said that past emotions can be stored around the hips, and doing hip releasing poses such as this butterfly pose that we have would allow those old pent up emotions to resurface. So if that happens, I want to reassure you that it's okay. Just stay with your breath. Maybe the time has come to acknowledge certain experiences that we've swept under the rug and have not fully addressed. And so, this is your moment and your safe space to just explore what issues are beginning to resurface. What old emotions are you feeling? And ask yourself what you need in your life and what you need to let go of. Or perhaps this pose does nothing to you emotionally, and then that's fine. Don't try to look for what's not there. Just allow it to come to you. Now, again, we slowly remove ourselves from the pose. We begin to walk the hands back, being careful as the joints might feel raw. We stretch our legs forward and just gently pay attention to the rebound. Feel the sensation coming back to the legs. Let's do one more hip opening posture. Let's bend our right knee towards the right inner thigh. And then from here, we also bend the left knee, stacking the left shin on top of the right shin. Now, if this is too much for the hips, then feel free to just cross your legs, no problem. And then you can take your pillow and place it over your legs or your lap. And then from here, we begin to walk our hands in front. We begin to feel that stretch. Now, as we find our edge, we also move the pillow maybe forward towards the head so the head can rest on it. Then from here, begin to walk the hands back. So you want to straighten your legs again, just to feel the rebound on the legs. Allow the blood to rush back to your legs. And take a moment, and then when you're ready, do the other side. So bend the left knee first, and then stack the right shin on top of the left shin. And again, if this is too much for the hips, feel free to just cross your legs. When you're ready to go deeper, you can first place your pillow on top of your lap and walk the hands in front. The moment you find it easier to go forward, then you can place the pillow on your head. From where you are, begin to walk your hands back. And then lie down on your back. So we lie down on our mat. take a moment to hug the knees. And then begin to set your left foot down. And then from here, begin to send your right knee to the left side into a spinal twist with your right arm. You can extend it to the right side. You may look to the right. And again, without really forcing anything, just allow your body to open up when it's time. Allow yourself to play around the edges. Now start to come back to the center slowly, extending your right leg forward. And again, feeling that rebound first. Notice the energy that flows back to your leg. And then when you're ready, take your left knee to your chest. And without rush, send that left knee to the right side as you extend your left arm sideways. So now we come back to center. Extend your leg again. And again, just feel that rebound. Now take both knees to your chest. And staying here a moment. Rolling to your left side, we'll come back to seated only to set ourselves up in Shavasana. So we come back to seated, and this time we take our blanket, we fold the blanket. This will go underneath our lumbar spine so that our Shavasana will feel more rested. So you fold your blanket, and then this will go to the lower back. Okay? Now you take your pillow, and your pillow will go under your thighs, under your knees. And now you're ready to lie down on your back. Adjust the thickness of your blanket only to what your back needs, only the support that your back needs. So not too high and not too low. Adjust as needed. And then when you're ready, rest your shoulders. Rest your hands beside you with your palms facing up. Rest your feet. Rest your neck. Rest your head and your face. Unclench your jaw and softly close your eyes. awareness is, send it back to your body. Begin to move your toes, wiggle your fingers, move your head side to side. Stretch as though you're waking up for the first time today. And then bend your right knee, roll towards your left side, using your left arm as a pillow. Rest. And when you're ready, use your right hand to press yourself up into crossed legs. So we'll do some breathing exercises before we end today's practice. Keep both hands over the knees. And take a moment to pay attention to your natural breathing pattern. And then start to soften your breath gradually. Make your breath so soft that one nostril cannot hear the other nostril. So soft that you are able to lengthen your breath without strain. Now take your two-piece fingers on the right hand, your index and middle fingers. Place them over your third eye or that space between your eyebrows. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So for now, we'll start with the left nostril. Use your right thumb to cover your right nostril. Okay? Use it to press down on your right nostril and then begin to breathe normally through the left. Again, keeping your breaths so soft that your right nostril cannot hear the left nostril. So try to take 10 breaths on the left side. Whenever you're ready, you can begin. Now release your right nostril and then switch. Use your ring finger to cover the left nostril. So now we take 10 breaths on the right side. Now release your left nostril. Let's do alternate nostril breathing. So again, use your right thumb to cover the right nostril and inhale through the left. Switch, so open your right nostril, use your ring finger to cover the left, and exhale through the right. Stay here, inhale through the right. Switch and exhale through the left. That's one round. Now inhale through the left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch and exhale left. That's your second round. So try to do 8 more rounds at your own pace. Continue with your alternate nostril breathing. End your practice on the left nostril and then relax your breath. Receive the bounty and grace from the universe with your palms wide open. And take that bounty and grace to your chest, bringing your palms together to your heart center. And give thanks for your energy, your strength, your patience, and above all, give thanks for this present moment, the only place where life exists. Rub your palms together to generate heat. Place that heat over your eyes and all over your body. Place your palms back to your heart center. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you.